Direct Mail Monday, March 18th, 2019. Steve Sipress here with you. About to dip into some of the mail I have recently received and share a whole bunch of my thoughts, feelings, strategies, tactics, lessons to be learned to help you have more fun with your business and make more money. Spectacularly beautiful day here, by the way, in sunny Arizona. As George has joined us, and George, you're here to a spectacular day. We're hitting in the 80s today, but I noticed that 2 years ago today, we had the all-time record high, 95 degrees, 2 years ago today in March. I don't even remember that, but that's a little bit crazy, even for here. That's kind of stuff isn't supposed to happen for another couple of months. And I'm sure that day, all the, Al Gore's and his merry band of climate change hucksters, the AOCs and the Betos of the world and whatever, were jumping for joy. Unfortunately, today's a lot more normal, 80 degrees, so they'll have to peddle their nonsense somewhere else. Anyway, let's get to the mail, shall we? So, first, got my Valpak, and I love getting a Valpak because there could be $100 inside the envelope. The lesson there is, if you want people to do something, anyone have kids? You know that incentivizing them, rewarding them for taking action is age-old way to influence people, to persuade people, to sell people, to get people to do something. And the most cost-effective way to incentivize people is not by giving everybody something, it's by giving everybody a chance at something. So here, Valpak, who knows if they put $100 bill a year in an envelope somewhere. You know, I haven't looked this up. I don't know how many people have cashed in, but I'm going to open the darn thing up as I do every time I get it, because how dumb, well, $100, it's not going to change anyone's life, not here in America anyway, where even the brokest Americans are among the richest people in the world, of course, but shh, don't tell that to the naysayer socialist idiots. So let's check it out. $100 cash? I don't think so. $100 check? I don't think so. I don't know what form it'll take. Again, I ought to look this up. I don't know if it would be on the top, on the bottom, in the middle. So you see me do this every time. I open it up, I rifle through, and the purpose of Valpak doing this is because they know, and hopefully you are tracking in your business as well, they know the percentage of people from however they track it, or focus groups or surveys or whatever, the more people that open their message, the more people are likely to take action. And that's the same with anything. That's the same with a phone call. The more people that answer the phone when you call, the more people likely to buy whatever you're selling, to take whatever action you want. The more you can get your emails opened, the more you can get your mail open, the more you can get anything open. So instead of saying everybody gets something just for opening it, everyone gets a chance for something just for opening it. And it always works with me with the Valpak. All right, I got a whole bunch of stuff here. I'm going to check this one out. You know, people, you might know my mom passed away about, well, it's almost 4 years ago now. And as the administrator of account, I had the mail forwarded here. She's still getting mail. So she's still getting on mailing lists. And this one, I open it up because I'm the administrator of the account. And I was like, wow, if this is some kind of renewal, I got to know what's going on. And they got me. So this is from, I'm sharing it here. So that worked, see? This is from Habitat for Humanity, one of my mom's favorite charities. She gave all kinds of money to all kinds of charities. And this one is saying, hey, your partnership renewal, please suggest your renewal gift. Check the box, and you can get, ooh, look at that. You can get a free dog. Hammer the dog. Look at that. Give them to grandkids or kids or whatever with your gift of something or other, whatever. And so, you know, the lesson here is, of course, clean your list. I mean, but more importantly, perhaps in this case, you would send out the mail. They don't know that my mom passed away. They just know that my mom was a regular donor, member of their program, whatever, and hasn't renewed. And so when you've sent several notices saying, do you want to renew, do you want to renew, want to renew, and it doesn't work. They're all ignored. You don't get the response. Maybe people aren't even opening it. You know, so maybe my mom would see Habitat for Humanity. I don't want to renew that and just chuck it. So then you go to the old sneak up mail, as it's called. Okay, this is where you do not put your return address on there. You don't just totally sneak up mail. You're sneaking up on them. So that now gets opened. Even if the person saw Habitat for Humanity and ignored 5 previous mailings, now they open this going, oh, it's important, immediate response requested, have we done something wrong, all kinds of good stuff to incentivize me, to persuade me to open the thing up, and then boom, there's the Habitat for Humanity. So if somebody is not renewing with you and not paying attention to your message, you might want to try the sneak up. So at least they open it. So at least they see that, man, you just give $20, you get the plush toy. The toy is $20 alone in the store, and you can give it to your grandkid, and blah, 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 and they might be able to get the $20. All right, next. Speaking of donation letters, this one is crazy. I don't know how these people find me all the time. They keep chasing me around for almost 40 years now, 35 years. Okay, I graduated from Boston College Law School in 1985, and I have never communicated with them. I barely went to a class. Hopefully, I don't know if my parents bribed the Boston College Law School with millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars and told them I was the world's greatest track star and pasted my face onto some woman track star's body to fool them or whatever. But I did waste 3 years of my life and a lot of money there and never had any interest in communicating with her. In fact, you can see it behind me right there. There is my BC Law School, Boston College Law School diploma, hanging gloriously on the wall sideways, framed in the most non-Boston College Law School colors. You can see the BC colors are maroon and gold, and that is pink, yellow, and red. I just told the guy, put the ugliest combination of colors up there. Long story, I've told it before. I didn't even want to get the diploma. They tried to charge me $100 diploma fee. I said, keep the damn thing. It's not worth the paper it's printed on. And years later, they mailed the thing. My mom received it rolled up in a tube, and I was like, what's this? Is it some kind of a, BC football calendar rolled up in the tube? I'll open it up. And they fooled me. There it was, the diploma. But instead of throw it out, I decided to make a goofball point of how useless that is. And so, thankfully, I'm pretty sure my parents are not as stupid as these arrogant, entitled parents all over the country, these CEOs and Hollywood stars. And notice how 99% of them are liberals and Democrat donors, because to liberals and radicals, that's what being a radical is all about. You want radical new changes, and you want to break all the rules. And, there's something to be said. I teach a lot here about breaking rules. But you don't go that far that it's criminal. And so they donate to people that are radicals, and they're radicals themselves. And so they talk out of one side of the mouth, we want equality and blah, blah, blah. And, all you non-liberals are such mean people to all people that don't have any money. And then they go off stealing college spots for their kids who don't even want it. Anyway, they always are sending me these as if I'm going to donate money, something from the alumni association, which I'm sure is asking me for money. I'm like, I am never going to even communicate with that. So stop sending me that stuff. You're crazy. All right, let's move on. Next is newsletters. Okay, so these are 3 very similar mailings of newsletters. Okay, they are in they're a once folded newsletter, so they're in the half full page 5x9 whatever mailing envelope here. And they're from 3 very smart, very accomplished entrepreneurs and marketers. Joe Polish, saying your monthly Genius New Network letter is enclosed. Boom. So this is the opposite of sneak up. Boom. Here's your newsletter. Open it up. I was in Joe's $25,000 a year Genius Network group for 2 years. So very smart to keep me on the newsletter list. In fact, I get all kinds. I get emails, text messages, voicemails. I get multimedia marketing all the time from them. And once I spoke to someone there on his staff, and she was like, you ever think about coming back? And I'm like, sure. Maybe she was asking to see if she should keep me on the list. What if I would have said, no, can't stand, I hate Joe suddenly. I think he's a bad guy suddenly. I don't know anyone that thinks that. But I was like, yeah, I do think about it. So boom, is it worth, $20, $50 a year to keep me on the list, to keep mailing me stuff so that maybe I start giving you 25 grand a year, and next time stay for 4 or 5 years. It might be worth over $100,000. So you got to think about the lifetime value of a customer, and how. And also another rule there, another lesson learned, is that the easiest customer to sell to is a current customer, and the second easiest is a former customer. Much easier than strangers. So you're likely making the same mistake as almost every business owner makes, spending all your time and effort and energy thinking, how do I get new customers, new clients, new patients, new members, new, and you are disregarding your past customers who might be thinking like I am, yeah, I might rejoin that. With the right irresistible offer, at the right timing, I might rejoin, and then boom, however much money that could be to you. Easier to make a sale to someone who already has trusted and liked you enough to give you money. So there's a lesson learned. And George says, hot in the car already. Right, in March. Turn on the AC, George. Open the windows. I hate AC, but I open the windows in the car. All right, another smart marketer sending out his newsletter is David Phelps, your Freedom newsletter. He's all about the path to freedom. It's your Freedom newsletter. He's the #1 authority for dentists ready to ditch Wall Street and take control of their retirement. So he's a dentist. There he is, DDS. And he his claim to fame back about 10 years ago when I first knew him was he built a 7-figure dental practice and never went to and never had to show up. Built it systematically, which is the ultimate way to make more money in less time and effort. And so he now instructs and helps other dentists on the path to their freedom, front and back, by the way. Again, the opposite of sneak up, broadcasting. Here is the newsletter. Boom. And here's what's inside. Are you being this? I am this. Ask that. Boom, boom, boom. Open it up. Next, James Malinchak, another accomplished entrepreneur and marketer, which his newsletter, I was in his VIP coaching and mastermind, so he still keeps me on the list also and sends me that stuff because, of course, I love James. I had him speak 4 times to my group. Great guy. And, of course, learned a lot from him, helped me make a lot of money, and helped me help a lot of other people make a lot of money. Because normally with my coaches, I'm not even talking about myself, my own business. I'm usually asking my coaches all about my clients' businesses so I can help them make more money because that, in effect, is the best way of marketing my business. Another lesson there. And so, James, who knows when I'll rejoin that thing. Might as well keep me on a list for 68 cents worth of postage and, you know, $1 to print the thing up. So a couple of bucks. And if it comes every quarter, it's $8 a year. You know, it comes every month. It's $25 a year. Come on, folks. Keep everyone on your newsletter. Speaking of which, here is an age-old saying, but they missed it a little bit. I wonder why. To get someone to think there's something valuable in here, the classic line is photos enclosed, do not bend, or photo enclosed, do not bend. This has come the DAV, addressed to my mom, but it's in a padded envelope, so it looks like there could be something cool in there. Do not bend. Ooh, ah, what is it? You know what? I'm going to open this one just to see what is it, because my guess is that's brilliant strategy to put do not bend on there. However, in reality, nobody cares if whatever's in here gets bent. That's just my guess. And let's see. We got a reply form with donate to the DAV. Oh, we got a lift note on there. You might want to do that. Use a little post-it note to lift on there and say, hey, read this thing. Then she's got a whole stickers here, the return address stickers. Oh, got a notepad. Notes. I almost thought that would have her name on the top, but no, but it's a notepad. Nice little pad, a 25 piece of paper with some flowers on it. Maybe if it was mailed to someone with a male name, instead of a bird and flowers, it might have, I don't know, a football. Also, how cool is that? Now, these actually are very cool. You got a whole bunch of these patriotic American flag stickers here to put on envelopes and do whatever. These are, look at that. I don't know. These stickers, they're just stickers. And so you use them for whatever. But, like, how cool is that? Got all kinds of cool things on there. I'm glad I opened this up. Then they got the return envelope, however. No postage on the return envelope. You know, a way to do that is to have the postage paid insignia, where you get the permit, you get that printed on there, you have your printer printed, you get the permit from the post office, but you're not paying for the postage unless somebody actually mails something back. So it's not like you're putting a live stamp on 5,000 pieces that you mail. Only the 50 that come back, you pay for the postage. I always do. I think that's a smart thing. Oh, and check it out. Got a nice calendar with some more patriotic American flag stuff and doggies and whatever. Oh, so this is the thing that was on the notepad, and maybe dogs or just that would be on it for a mail or who knows. And then they got some great testimonials on the back about how the AV helped me and helped me and helped me. And here's some charts and graphs about all the people they help, and it's all to get me to give them $20. Now, could this not be bent? Is because this is a calendar? This is such a great calendar that, I mean, it is on a glossy paper, but let's just say it got bent. There. Now, now I can't put it up anymore? Suddenly it lost all its value? No. Could these stickers be bent? Absolutely. In fact, that helps to peel them off. You bend them, and now you peel them off. Can these be bent? These return address stickers, of course, same thing. You bend them, and it helps peel them off. The notebook, I don't know. If you bend that, does that cause a problem with the notes? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it still lays flat. Pretty sure I can still write notes on this. So, in other words, again, it's used to say do not bend, and now you see why they didn't say photo enclosed or photos, because they're not photos, but a bunch of cool stuff. And maybe they could have said cool gifts, cool stuff, do not bend. 4 cool gifts for you. I would have put that, and then do not bend, because now it's telling me do not bend because I don't want to bend something of value to me. Now I'd want to open it up. So I think they should have done that. And if they call me, I'll make them millions of dollars, because I'm sure they mail millions of pieces of that. And a tiny little % increase that I would get them with that one strategy would make them a ton of money. So hopefully you're using it too. One more thing, and then I'm going to finish it off. This one is, now this is interesting. Look at this. The Clipper coupon is now Clipper Magazine. I don't know how long that's been, and I haven't advertised or helped a client advertise in the Clipper coupon for a long time. But it's not Clipper coupon anymore. Now it's Clipper Magazine with Retail Me Not. So apparently, maybe Retail Me Not bought out Clipper. I could have looked this up, but it's called the Clipper Magazine, and it's really stuffed with oversized FSIs here, freestanding inserts, are known in the advertising world, so that it doesn't even feel like a magazine unless you took out all the FSIs, and then boom, it's a little magazine style with another wrapper here on the cover. Oh, it's even stapled in. Very smart. And they're selling the front. Nope, it's the same advertiser, all 4 sides. So front and back, staple it on the front. There's a premium. Anyway, so Clipper Magazine now instead of Clipper coupon. Still lots of, 2 Burger Kings for $1 or something. I never look at those, except when I'm teaching. I might teach from that on one future video. But check this out. This is a little weird. I got this, you're cordially invited to an event. I love these things. I use them all the time. I help clients make a lot of money, big money from small events. You put on these lunch and learn, dine and dash, dinners, whatever you want to call it. This financial company, anyone that can project your expert authority by teaching something, and then people say, wow, that's a concept I never heard of. And obviously you're an expert in it. Maybe I'll become your client and you can help me implement that. So they've got all kinds of things about retirement and strategies and maximizing assets and tax-free investing and blah, 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 all these bullet points, because they're listing 7 bullet points. I was going to say the rule is an odd number of bullet points, by the way. Just a general rule for you. Another tip. And how many bullet points does it take to get somebody to show up? 7, 9, 12? No, the answer is 1. It takes 1. Okay, so if I was really interested in how the Trump tax plan is affecting my 401k and IRA, that alone is going to get me to show up. Makes sense? Any one of these. What to do if I retire now, tax-free investing, minimizing tax and Social Security, and the do's and don'ts of Roth conversions. They got 2 things in there in 1 bullet point. because they didn't want to go to 8. That'd be an even number, and they violate the rule. So they stuck with 7. They put 2 points into one bullet point here. But, man, the do's and don'ts of Roth conversions. Hey, I'm thinking of converting my Roth IRA. Not only do I go and I learn that for free, but I get a nice dinner at the Keg Steakhouse and Bar that I've never heard of, but it's a steakhouse. Very cool. So now what you're saying when you're inviting people to a premium establishment, it positions you as a premium provider of your services. I only associate with Fleming, with the Keg. It is Fleming Financial. We only associate with the Keg Steakhouse and Bar because we're Fleming. And so when people show up, from the time they come in, I'm assuming if this is a nice steakhouse, that they are in a luxury feeling. They're feeling like they're being served and catered to, and all that is being used, not outright. It's not like the Keg is outright saying we endorse Fleming, but it's an implied endorsement. It's in that these feelings are transferred from this fine establishment to Fleming. Okay, so you want to hold your stuff in great accommodations. I kept this one. I fished this one out of the garbage can because I get this one a lot and I share it. It's the exact opposite, right? Free lunch at the Golden Corral. Wow. Who's positioning themselves as more of an ultimate expert? The guy that says, I hang out with you and feed you at the Keg Steakhouse and Bar because it's the best restaurant in the area and I'm the best financial guy in the area. Or, I'll get you lunch at the Golden Corral because you're only worth $5 to me anyway, and I don't care what you put in your body, and I don't care what you put in your mind, which includes what I'm going to teach you. It's all crap. That's why we're at the Golden Corral. So don't do that. Do this. Okay, got it? Good. Okay, and the last one, we will finish off with my favorite serial insurance company / they think they're a membership group, the AARP. Which maybe when it was founded to be the American Association of Retired Persons, I think. Now, I think technically called AARP, just like Kentucky Fried Chicken is now technically called KFC. But I think that's what it originally stood for. Maybe it was all about retired people and lobbying for the right bills to be passed and for the right Social Security thing not to be cut and blah, 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 blah. But, of course, all they do is sell insurance all year long. So this one came... The life insurance rates are enclosed with a big thing here, life insurance rates, because it's AARP. And they send me things for health insurance, life insurance, car insurance, home insurance, you name it. But check this one out. About a month ago, I shared on a Direct Mail Monday. Oh, and who else is here? Jim's here. Oh, my beautiful wife, Michelle, is here. Honey, look what we got in the mail. Do you want to go to this steakhouse? No, it's tomorrow night, actually, so we're not going. My beautiful wife, Michelle, is with her dad. For people who haven't been following, he's been in the hospital for a week now, 7th day today, had surgery today. He's undergoing treatment for his cancer, and so I accept all well wishes, thoughts, prayers that anybody can give for my beautiful wife, Michelle, and her whole family, and especially her dad, who is in the best, very best care possible in the world at the Mayo Clinic in Scottsdale, Arizona. However, he's been undergoing all kinds of different testing because they can't figure out what's going on. Today they went in and did some kind of surgery, and last I heard he's recovering, and more testing and biopsy this and test that, and we get the results, and another MCI, MRI, CIA, whatever they're all called. And just the bottom line, I hope these doctors figure something out because Jerry's super person means so much to all of this and anyone that's ever known him. And so he's a fighter. And he's going to pull through this, and your thoughts and prayers are helping. Thank you. So a couple of weeks ago, I shared how I had let my AARP membership get to, I don't know if it got to the date of it was going to lapse or just after it lapsed, but you've seen me for months ignoring all the please renew notices until finally they offered me a free gift to renew. And then I took them up on it, and for the second year in a row, it arrived in the mail. I'm assuming, because this is what the one we already have feels like. So here's another one. It's the AARP Trunk Organizer. And you can see it came from AARP, so I have a feeling I knew what it was. And there it is. It's our gift with renewal with a little lift note Enjoy your free membership gift. And look at all the stuff you get. Blah, 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 blah. Insurance, auto, homeowners, life insurance, medicals, of course. That's what it's all about. But then I guess you get some other things that I've never used or never done anything with it. But maybe I should ask when I go to places, look at that. Oh, the magazine we get. The bulletin, I guess. If they send it, we get it. Up to 60% off eye exams. Maybe we ought to try that. Savings on dining. Yeah, people have told me, all you have to do is just mention it. When I travel, a hotel or a restaurant, might as well just mention it, see what happens. But anyway, there it is. The AARP, Real Possibilities, whatever that means. Oh, maybe that's what the RP now they think stands for. See, they've kind of put it right under the RP. Is it the American Association of Real Possibilities? And it is the trunk organizer. So, boom, the second one. My beautiful wife, Michelle. If you're still here, you're seeing that we now have 2 AARP trunk organizers. I was like, honey, do you want me to get another one of these things? I renew, give them my $15 or something, and they send this thing, which is Phil Brakefield, expert in these premiums, as they're called, was on a video when I talked about it a couple weeks ago. He said, yeah, if they're paying a quarter for this, it's too much. So, however, I don't buy in that much bulk, so this is nice. And my beautiful wife, Michelle, was like, well, sure. Now we have 2 of them, and next year we'll get a 3rd and a 4th and a 5th, I guess, till the whole car is filled up with them. Meanwhile, check this out. What's going on? After that arrived in the mail, this arrived in the mail. Membership expiration notice. Last chance. What are you doing? Like, where your departments of membership and non-membership cancel, you got to communicate a little better. Like, you're still trying to, I'm going to open this up, and man, maybe I should, if this is something better, I should say, you know what, I'm going to give back my second trunk and get something better. What do we got here? Oh, your membership has expired. Please act immediately. If it expired, then why'd you send me this? And why just... And why? Well, I know why you sent me this. You want to sell me insurance all the time. You don't care if I'm a member or not, I guess. Although I probably get special rates to be a member. And, if you've already, I went to the PS, if you've already renewed your membership, please disregard this reminder. Our letters must have crossed in the mail. So you needn't do anything more. Not only the letters crossed in the mail, your gift for renewing crossed in the mail with your letter telling me I didn't renew. So, see, the bigger companies are, the slower they are to implement anything, change anything. That's a huge advantage we have as small business owners. It takes weeks probably for the membership department, with all the millions of members they have, to let the marketing department know and the renewal department know, hey, it takes time. These are maybe printed way in advance from when they're mailed and so forth. In your business, you have an advantage over the big companies. That's just one of them, that you can be a lot smarter about cleaning up your list and responding properly to people, and not, sending out confusing messages and have to put a weasel clause at the end like, oops, if we're idiots, sorry. If we're inefficient fools, please excuse us because we're inefficient fools, basically what they're saying. You, as a small business owner, shouldn't and don't want to be saying that. You don't have to. You've got a small business. You don't have to make excuses. Must have crossed the mail. Because what they're saying, a small business says that, must have crossed in the mail, means we don't really give a crap. We didn't know you renewed. See, in my business, every time I have a client renew, I know it. Every time I have a client not renew, I know it. Every time a client do just about anything, I know it, because I really care. And I have few clients compared to AARP that has millions and doesn't know anything about anybody. And so, big advantage to small business owners. Take advantage. Don't think you got to act big, or don't wish you were big. Wish you were small. Lots of people out there like myself and millions of other people love dealing with companies that care about us, know who we are, love us, want to help us, and don't treat us like a number and get us lost in the sauce and then make excuses. Hey, if we lost in the sauce because we don't really care about you, sorry. Please excuse us. I do excuse you because you're big and inefficient. Small businesses don't have to be inefficient, so don't be. Take advantage of the fact you're a small business. You can provide much better service to people, and people love because they're used to this crap. Anytime we deal with big companies, we're used to this. Oh, I didn't know you renewed. Hey, I don't even know who you are. I don't really care. So therefore, I didn't care that you're new. I don't know. Small business, we can really care about people, right? McDonald's, like, yeah, what number next? Number 3, here you go, drive through, whatever. Restaurant, small business owner. Oh, so nice to see you, Mr. and Mrs. Jones. Would you like your regular table? Would you like your regular appetizer done the way you regularly like it, or would you like something different? We have a new special I know you haven't tried before, and I know how you like the clams, so maybe you'll like the shrimp. But people love that. Small businesses, take advantage. You don't just have to beg for business by going, oh, please support your local business. Be better than big companies. That's how you get business, not by begging and saying, one day a year it's Small Business Saturday, so please help us because we suck and we're terrible, and the only way we can get business as a small business is to beg. Like, cut that out. We're better than big companies. Figure out how you're better and then promote how you're better with every fiber of your being all the time. And if you need help with that, you can get help from me. You go to helpfromsteve.com and I'll help you to do it. Otherwise, keep watching these videos, and I'll help you do it with the videos. It'll take a lot longer than if I help you personally. But it's your business. You do it your way. That'll do it for Direct Mail Monday. Thanks, everyone, being here live. Thanks for watching on the replay, and I'll be back tomorrow on Topical Tuesday, where I pull something out of the news and I share a business lesson from it. Thanks for being here today, and I hope you'll join me tomorrow. Over and out.